When I moved to Miami, I had a small goal of making $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
Now my goals are way different. My goal is to make 100,000 a day now.
Right.
So we 100x our goal.
Because I think one of the hardest parts of business is dealing with people.
So I don't know what it's like to have kids, but I think it would be pretty close to like having employees.
Yeah.
Nothing beats an RM. It's like an attention grabber, conversation starter. I've had employees that were amazing that turned alcoholic, turned gambler.
So we're here with the man himself, Neel from TimePieceTrading. You guys probably know him from social media. He is the watch dealer to the biggest influencers, the biggest celebrities, and he grew his business extremely quick. This wasn't an overnight thing, but nonetheless, he's had a lot of success in a relatively short amount of time. He's grown his company to over $100 million in revenue. And today we'll ask him some questions about it. We'll find out about how he started his business, how he continues to grow it, and what his next steps are with TimePieceTrading and his other businesses. Thanks for coming to the pod.
Thanks for having me, brother.
You got it, brother. All right, so let's get started. Tell us how TimePieceTrading came about.
So TimePieceTrading started actually kind of by mistake, but I'll tell you the backstory.
Yeah.
Sean and I were in Drexel together.
Okay.
We graduated 2017. I actually wanted to be in the real estate industry, bro. I wanted to like develop properties and rent them out.
Really?
So yeah. So I got a job with one of my good friends. His father owned a real estate company.
Okay.
I worked the job for a total of 3 days. And within 72 hours, I got a phone call from my pops. And I don't know if you guys remember Hurricane Irma, but it was a big deal. It was a big hurricane.
Yeah.
St. Martin was in the eye of the hurricane. Got completely destroyed by the storm, and the cruise ship terminal was destroyed, and St. Martin relies on tourism by cruise ship solely for business.
Right.
So dad called me and he was like, Neel, we need some help back home. Like shit's a mess. Like he didn't directly ask me to come home, but he told me, shit's a mess.
Yeah.
I decided to quit. I wasn't enjoying my job. I wasn't enjoying working for someone, and I quit, moved back home. And the purpose of me moving back home was to help my dad sell online because there was no tourism anymore for the time being.
Okay.
So dad never had an Instagram or Facebook. Went home, made him an Instagram. His company is
What
called
year was this, by the
Shiva's
way?
Jewelers. This is 2017, right
Okay.
after graduation.
Got it.
Yeah. Started him an Instagram, and this is 6-7 years ago. I built him up to 10,000 followers.
Holy shit.
Took me 3 months. All I did was follow. So like some competitors in our industry to me would be Avi & Co, Wrist Aficionado, who aren't really even competition. They're friends. We do business.
Right.
But I would go on their pages, follow their followers, like their posts, the whole deal, to grab their attention, comment on their posts.
Right.
And eventually they started noticing my page. I was posting like, it was in the Caribbean. So I would post the watches on the beach. I would post the
Nice.
watches with the tables I was spending money on, like trending stuff, and it caught following. By these methods, I caught a following, and it got to the point I was selling a lot for my dad. I was selling like over $1 million a month for my dad of his inventory. But not only was I selling his stuff, I was being offered stuff like in shoes or cars. It's the same in watches. There's stuff that's more hype than other stuff.
Right.
So I was being offered like the hype watches, like the watch on your wrist, an Olive Day. And people were asking me for watches that my dad didn't have that I was being offered.
Right.
So I flipped a watch once. And like I said, by mistake, started flipping more and more. And then I was like, Dad, look, I love what I do. It's cool and all. But he was paying me $3,500 a month. It was a fixed salary, no incentive.
Damn.
Yeah, no commission. So I didn't really want to grow, I was like happy. I was content.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I sitting in my dad's back office, like selling watches through a screen when I could be doing that plus networking in person?
Right.
That's when I made the move to Miami, and I said, Dad, let me like do my own thing. In just 1 or 2 flips, I'm able to make more than you're paying me a month,
Yeah.
And I'll teach someone how to do what I was doing for you. So he didn't suffer at all.
Got you.
Additional stream of income. He was like, all right, do it.
Yeah.
It took a good bit arguing with my dad. He really wanted me in the family business.
Of course.
I convinced him. He was super against it, super doubtful. And very, very quick, we proved him wrong. Because in our first year, we scored 13 million rev.
Wow.
Sounds super small compared to where we're at now. But it's pretty cool because we were in an apartment like literally 1/5 the size of this apartment, bro.
Damn.
So it was like 800 square feet, Sean and I. And we worked on a table like that size, and we did 13 mil
13 million.
off of that. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Wow. And then that company that you started, that was Timepiece Trading out of that 800 square foot apartment.
Yeah, that was Timepiece Trading. I decided to start it in the meeting with my dad, where it was an argue, a battle. And I thought of Timepiece Trading because TPT was my favorite material in watchmaking.
Okay.
Which Richard Mille makes the forged carbon TPT.
Right.
And I was like, yo, I gotta name my company around this, and I gotta one day own a watch with TPT. And
that's
we
nuts.
did both those things.
And what year was that?
That was 2018.
So you started the company 2018.
Yeah.
First year you do 13 million in revenue.
Correct. Yeah.
Now, what are you at now, if you're comfortable answering that question?
Today we're at 113 million revenue annually. Yeah, but the growth was unreal for the first couple years. So it went from 13 to 39 to 113.
Wow.
To 108. Like, so now we're like stuck for the last 2 years at the 110-ish mark. Okay. But I really need to break that. I need to do the triple like I was doing before.
Yeah.
It's 13 to 39 to 110.
Right.
It's triple every time.
Right.
So we've really slowed down, but the watch market has taken a turn for the worse. As I'm sure if you guys follow watches, you've seen. So I think we're still doing good maintaining, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And a lot of people dream of getting their business to the 8-figure mark and then the 9-figure mark. What do you think attributed to all that success so quickly? Obviously a lot of hard work, but what else would you say?
So yeah, obviously a lot of hard work, hours. Like I plan on leaving. We're doing this podcast, guys, at 9 p.m.
Literally.
And then I'm sure Joey's going to do the same, but like I'm going to go right back to work after. You know, it's true what people say, you know, the hours pay off.
Yeah.
But besides hard work, like staying ethical, you know, doing good business always. Yeah. Like good business gets you, like you will reach your goals if you do good business, no matter what. Like,
right.
Yeah, if you do people right, they'll refer you to their friends, family.
Yeah.
And yeah, probably the people you're dealing with. Say, because I saw Joey a Rolex that he liked and we did good business. He's probably going to talk to his other friend that wears a Rolex and tell him, hey, I got it from Neel. And
100%.
Yeah, come to me as well.
100%. And in the watch game, watch business, I should say, because at this point, it's not a game. I mean, you guys are not just flipping watches. So you guys are not just flipping watches on the side and saying you're in the watch game. You guys are in the watch business.
For sure.
Would you say that there's a lot of scammers?
There's definitely a lot of scammers.
Yeah.
We don't deal with too many scammers, thank God.
Yeah.
I guess because we're appointment only, you can't really walk into Timepiece Trading. It's not like a storefront. But definitely there's a lot of scammers and you need to buy your dealer. Like it's super important to buy your dealer.
What do you mean by that, buy your dealer?
Not only buy your watch, but buy your dealer. Like where you buy the watch is super important.
Right.
Because of scammers, because of authenticity. In a watch, there's thousands of moving parts that you guys may not know about, but like you take out 1 or 2 of those parts and the watch is valued at way less.
Right.
You know, so very important to buy your dealer.
Yeah.
Be dealing with good people.
And early on, how did you know that all the watches that you were buying were legit?
Early on, I was blessed because I was working out of my dad's office for the first like 3 months of the company.
Yeah.
And I had a team of highly trained watchmakers that my dad had employed. Who would check the watches before I would pay for them.
Yeah.
And I was also blessed because without having built a reputation for myself, really, I was able to piggyback off my dad's reputation and have people ship me goods before paying for them.
Got it.
Because if I was paying for the watch before it came, it could come fake and I can't really do anything about it, even though I have the team to verify that it's all authentic.
Right.
Whereas if I pay after I receive it, I'm safe because if it's not authentic, I just ship it back.
Gotcha.
You know?
Have you ever had someone walk into TPT and say, hey, I want to trade in this watch? Turns out it's a fake?
It has happened, yes.
It has?
Recently we had an instance where the watch wasn't fake, but a part on the watch was aftermarket. But we catch it. We catch it. We've never successfully closed the deal and bought a fake watch. That hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that could honestly kill a margin for a week, the month. That could kill your profits.
Oh, right? Yeah, we work on super slim margins, so it could hurt bad. And besides that, if we didn't know and we sold it to someone, It's our reputation. So besides the money,
That's true.
like we cannot get caught slipping, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's why my watches, bro, they go through minimum 3 hands before being put on display
Really?
of inspection. Yeah.
Gotcha. So there's 3 levels of inspection. Someone brings in a watch or you buy the watch.
3 levels.
3 levels of inspection, and then only then will it be offered to a buyer.
Correct.
That's very, very smart, honestly.
Yeah.
And obviously the watch market fluctuates a ton. How do you avoid the losses on holding on to watches?
So there's no really way to avoid it besides buying the most popular watches, bro.
Gotcha.
Like what we stock, if you've been to TPT,
Yeah, I've been.
you know, like we stock the creme de la creme, the watches that everyone wants that are frequently traded.
Yeah.
Occasionally I'll take on trade a watch that I really don't want to. And you'll notice those are the watches that I'll sit on for longer and I'll eat losses. Like when the market drops, I eat the loss because I don't sell based on my cost. I sell based on market. So say I paid you, because the watch on your wrist at one point was 95,000. Today it's more like 50,000.
Yeah.
But like say I paid you 90 and it didn't sell till the market fell to 50. I'll be selling at 48 even though I paid 90, you know?
Right.
Yeah, but that wouldn't happen with this watch because it's too popular.
Of course.
And we have too much clientele for a watch like that to sit. But there are there have been watches where we've eaten a lot of loss. So.
Damn, and what's the biggest loss you've taken on a watch?
I think 180,000.
180,000.
Yeah, it's not bad for what we deal in, thank God. No, it was an AP, bro.
An AP?
Yeah, we actually have one right now where if I sell it, I'll lose 175,000.
Holy shit.
And I'll happily sell it at that price. I'm beating market.
Yeah.
But that's what I do, you know, because I want you to be able to trade your watch in and lose the bare minimum or even possibly make money or get your money back, all of it.
Yeah.
Because then you'll come to me for life. So I'm cool with it. Yeah. We ride the ups and downs of the market.
Yeah.
But I'm not buying watches as an investment. I'm buying them to sell them.
Of course.
So hopefully if they sell quick enough, it doesn't happen. But,
yeah. And it's very impressive to see someone so young really think ahead like that, right? I think a lot of people that when they're young in business, they just want to get that big hit and they don't really think about the longevity. And would you say that's something that really has attributed to all that growth? Is like having that good name, knowing that, I might lose a little bit of money on this watch, but this guy will tell all his friends about me.
And the money comes right back. I mean, guys, money comes and goes.
Yeah.
When I moved to Miami, I had a small goal of making $1,000 a day. That was I said I would be super content and goal happy if I made $1,000 a day. And like the money just comes with doing good business. Like now my goals are way different. My goal is to make 100,000 a day now.
Right.
So we 100x our goal from when we moved here. But like at the end of the day, it ain't about that. It's all about like just doing good business and all your goals will come true.
Right.
And putting in the hours. Those are literally the secrets to success.
That's what it is. Huh?
Don't go buy a course online, guys. If you're watching this podcast, that's literally it.
So no course is coming out from TPT on the watch secrets anytime soon.
That's different. But like if someone tells you they know how to make money, like this is the secret to making money, hours and good business. But there could be, like I'm not shitting on courses as a whole because there could be a course that teaches you the trade of the watch industry.
Of course.
Right? So,
something for beginners.
Yeah, but those generalized courses that everyone in Miami is selling.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of those popping up left and right. But look, in addition to the hard work, how many employees do you have?
We have 25 employees total now between companies. Because we got a few companies now.
Right. And what are those companies? TPT?
We have TimePieceTrading. We got TPT Foreigns.
Okay.
Car dealership. We got Dummy Vapes now. It's a vape brand with 6ix9ine. You've tried it?
Yeah, I've tried it.
We got Steve Will Quit It.
You have any of them on you?
I actually do not.
No?
Thank God, bro. I'm always vaping.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So how do you manage all those employees? And what have you learned along the way? Because I think one of the hardest parts in business is the people, dealing with the people and managing the people, making sure everyone's happy.
Yeah. So I don't know what it's like to have kids, but I think it would be pretty close to like having employees, It's really a lot to deal with. You have to get to know each person. You have to make sure you're making them feel good. Like they want to be at your work environment. Otherwise, they just aren't going to perform. Things could go sour. I've had employees that were amazing that turned alcoholic, turned gambler. We've dealt with a lot of stuff in the last 6 years, and each time it's a learning lesson.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's got to go through these lessons, bro, with their employees, and it teaches you how to be better for the next employee. And I always say, keep your employees very distant from your social life. Like, keep business and social life very separate.
Right.
Because when you start taking your employees out everywhere you go, the lines get blurred and things get messed up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You got to keep business and personal separate.
For sure.
In all realms of life. Right. And we got to talk about some of your clientele, if you're comfortable speaking about that. Yeah. One of the most notable ones is obviously Steve Will Do It.
Steve Will Do It, yeah.
So how did that come about?
Actually, the owner of Rubet
Okay.
brought Steve in one day because Rubet, the whole team, they've been shopping with us for years.
Really?
Yeah, we do a lot of business, and he brought Steve in because I do good business.
Yeah.
Like I said. And Steve fell in love with the whole team, the environment, the selection of watches there. Because he was buying Richard Milles at this point already.
Oh, he was already.
But he was going to the Richard Mille store here in City Center.
Okay.
And they were offering him dogs. You know, the watches no one wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted the watches same day.
Right.
And when he came to TPT and he saw 30 Richard Milles that are desirable, he was like, damn, this is crazy. And then he was like, you're 25, bro? Like, I think I was 25 when we met.
Yeah. How old are you now?
Now I'm 27.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he comes in.
I was 24 because I met him 3 years ago.
Holy shit. 24 and you've got like what, $10 million worth of Richard Milles.
Yeah, I think it was more, bro, at that point. Like, I think it was 20 million, but then it went down so much, you know? So
damn.
Yeah, it's crazy what the market's done, but yeah.
And then you think that opened a lot of doors for you, just having Steve as your client?
Steve was amazing because the first day he came in, he wasn't recording the first day he came in. We were recording for our vlog.
Okay.
It was week 3 of us doing YouTube. It was literally our third vlog ever. So it was like godsend, you know, because not only did Steve come in and we got to record it for his vlog.
Yeah.
He came back the next day for a segment in his vlog.
Oh, shit.
And nothing was scripted. He just said, Neel, I'm going to come back at 2 p.m. tomorrow. I don't know the time. Don't quote me. But he's like, I'm going to come this time tomorrow. We're going to film. I want to buy a watch for my videographer. Because the videographer was killing it for him.
Yeah.
So he came in and completely unplanned. He buys his assistant a Richard Mille at the same time. He buys
shit.
Instead of getting his videographer a normal watch, buys him a Richard Mille.
Damn.
He bought 3 Richard Milles for employees that day, 1 for himself. And then, like, randomly, he's like, Neel, do you want to give away a watch to my viewers? And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, fine, but I fuck with you, so I'm going to make them follow you. So you give away, like, so it's worth giving away the watch.
Yeah.
And we did this giveaway, but it was organic, unscripted, and it came out epic. And I grew to like 200,000 subscribers on YouTube in like 4 weeks of being on YouTube.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Which watch did you give away?
It was a Rolex bust down.
Nice.
For like $16,000.
Yeah.
I would do it 100 times over.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. And I'm assuming that guy came in, you guys flew him out, picked up the watch.
Yeah. We took the guy out to the club.
Nice.
He came out clubbing with me, Steve, 6ix9ine, Sugar Sean.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He had a blast.
You made his day.
And then that was part of Steve's vlog. So yeah.
All right, we got to check that out then. Yeah. We'll link that below.
On stevewilldoit.com. Yeah. Every vlog's there. So.
That's badass. Yeah. And in addition to Steve, who are some other big celebrities that you've had on?
I literally have a list. I mean, we got a lot.
Let's hear it.
Who
are your top 3 craziest
I think
stories?
Drake, 6ix9ine, and Steve Will Do It are the biggest to me. I mean, we have Aiden Ross now, amazing guy.
Yeah. How did Drake come about?
How did Drake come about? He came through Ben Kicks.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben Kicks has been a client for years now. He actually just got a crazy watch from us. I'm not sure if he leaked it yet.
Oh, shit.
I'm very proud of him, like seeing from what he started in the watch journey to where he's at today.
And he's a relatively young guy as well.
He's super young, bro. I think he's like 25.
Wow.
But yeah, we got Aiden Ross, we got Aljamain Sterling, Ben Kicks, Bad Baby, Bradley Martin, CJ the rapper. He's a Miami rapper. Canelo Alvarez, Crypto King, DDG, Dana White. We got Donald Trump's wearing a watch from us. We didn't sell it direct to him.
No way.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dominic Mysterio, he's a wrestler.
How did Trump get a watch from you guys?
G Herbo, Gunna. Trump, Steve gifted it to Trump. So we sold it to Steve.
That's nuts.
We 2 days ago sold a chain to iShow Speed, a custom chain.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we have a good amount of people, and we're blessed, bro. We're very blessed.
I'm assuming that Steve gave him a presidential.
It was a presidential. It was a platinum presidential.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was 100,000 at the time.
Holy shit!
Crazy
With the
gift.
baguettes.
It was the baguette dial. Yep.
Damn.
Yep. It was not fluted, but at the time,
Yeah, but
it
at
was
the time it's
double
right.
what it is at today.
Right.
So yeah, that watch today is like 60,000 tops.
Damn. Do you know if Trump ever
Sucks
wears
for
that?
Trump, bro. I don't know. I don't think I've seen him wearing it actually.
No?
I wonder if he gave it to his son or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I just had a client in the office who was at dinner with Trump's son yesterday.
Holy
Bryce Hall. Bryce Hall.
What is he, a boxer or something?
He's
or
a boxer and he's an influencer.
Influencer fitness?
Sean Perry just came by.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like an everyday thing now, bro.
You kind of just get used to it, I'm assuming, at some point.
Yeah, but it's awesome because like growing up, I used to watch these kids.
Right.
Well, I was a kid. I used to watch these people on YouTube, and like now they're all
Now they're clients and friends.
They're pulling up.
And most of them are just like normal people, right?
Yeah.
Like living in Miami, you meet a lot of influencers, a lot of celebrities. And what I realized, if you treat them like normal people, they're just normal people.
Yeah, they are.
They're nice. They're genuine, most of them.
Yeah.
That's badass. All right, so transitioning from watches, let's talk about your cars. You got a dope car collection. I'm a car guy as well. So what do you got?
All right.
Neel has a list for everything.
It's actually hard to remember all of them at this point, bro.
Let's see what you got.
Let's see. I sold one recently. We just sold our Range Rover.
You sold a Range Rover.
Yeah. I think it was a little too basic for the collection.
What was it? Which Range Rover?
We had an SVR.
That's not basic. That's the top of the line Range Rover.
Well, when you have
basic.
When you have a Urus,
that's true.
It's like slow, you know.
Yeah.
But I think we'll replace it with the G wagon. I
Yeah.
really liked it. I rented a G wagon in Dubai and I fell in love.
Yeah,
so.
the G's are awesome.
Yeah, you have one, right?
No, I got a Maybach.
I know you got a Maybach. Yeah.
I have the Maybach and the Huracan. I don't need a list yet because it's just two, but I'm working on that.
Bro, your collection is amazing, bro.
Thank you, brother.
And honestly, if I was in Brickell, I wouldn't have all these cars.
Yeah.
Like you need parking.
Yeah. That's
So-
one of the issues. So what do you got?
All right, so we got a Urus, we got a Huracan Evo. We have now a newly addition to the fleet, Toyota Supra. Gift from Steve will do it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, West Coast Customs. I have a 488 Spider. I have a Ferrari 812 Superfast. A Rolls Royce truck, the Rolls Royce Coleman. Got a C63S AMG Edition 1. I have a Mercedes Metris Maybach. I have a Audi Q5. I don't know why I have that. Got to get rid of that soon. We got a 2018 BMW M4.
Okay.
Yeah, 911 Turbo S, the new one.
Damn.
And a 720S McLaren.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Do you and your brothers all share these cars?
So we share all our cars, right?
Yeah.
But technically, four of them are theirs. They have 2 cars each.
Gotcha.
And I have 9.
And you have 9 yourself.
I have 9, yeah.
And what, like I have 2 cars. I feel like I'm like, I don't know what if I would get more, but like, what drives you to just have 9 cars?
But I want more. The other day I was thinking, I was like, dude, I need 25 cars on this
25 cars.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
Yeah, I think I'll be happy there.
Everyone's popping up now with fucking Chirons.
I don't think I would get a Bugatti. For me to buy a car that's that expensive and give up, like, literally that would cost all of my 9 cars.
Right.
You know? I think maybe even more.
Yeah.
So I rather variety. I love variety.
That's true.
And I think you can obtain, maybe I'm wrong because I've never owned a Bugatti.
Yeah.
But I think you can obtain that power out of a $300,000 McLaren.
I
If
agree.
it's done right. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. It definitely has got to feel different.
Yeah.
I've never even been in a Bugatti.
I've been in it. I was actually in my buddy's Chiron. He had it at his dealership. It didn't feel that crazy when I was in it, but I didn't drive it, obviously. It's a $4 million car.
Yeah.
But I think you are right. Do you think a lot of people are buying them for the status?
It's all for the status, I think.
That's it.
Yeah, the clout, the status. Or unless, like, if you have 100 mil plus, I think then it's like buying a Ferrari when you have 10 mil plus.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But till I'm there, for me, I don't think I'd get a car that's over. Like, I think the most expensive car I will own in my near future is the Revuelto.
Okay.
Lamborghini Revuelto, but maybe that changes, bro. Who knows? That car is 700,000. It's coming December, from what I'm
700 MSRP.
Nick, if you're watching this, please get me my car in December. 700.
Nick, get him his car
700 MSRP. Yeah.
before the new year.
Before the new year, please, bro.
What color is it going to be? Or
Yellow.
Is that a secret? Yellow.
Yeah.
All right. Classic Lamborghini.
Actually, I vlogged building it, so it's not a secret
so
at all.
we're good.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite car out of all those? Or it depends.
No, my favorite car is my 488 Spider.
Really?
But my all-time favorite car, I don't even own right now, is got to be an Audi R8.
Really?
That was the best car I ever owned, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
I need one again, but I have the Huracan.
And you have the Huracan,
the same engine, so.
But is it a completely different feel?
Bro, it feels completely different. Like the R8 feels more butter smooth, whereas the Huracan just feels more racy, more raw.
Yeah, it is. It is very raw.
Yeah.
So I have a Lambo. I think I've only drove a Ferrari California, which doesn't really count.
No.
How would you compare Lambo and Ferrari?
Well, Lambo is way more reliable.
Okay.
You'll drive it much more.
Yeah.
Ferrari to me is a little more raw than even like, so it goes for me R8, like from least raw to most raw. It's like R8, then Huracan, then 488. I think they're all competitors price wise. Like they're all between 200 to 300.
Right.
But yeah, I think the Ferrari just takes it to another level of raw.
Really?
The Huracan's more like, I feel like you could give your girl, I don't know if you got a couple girls, whatever.
Yeah.
You could give a girl a Huracan and she'll be able to drive it first go without really knowing much besides telling her, oh, you got to shift it into drive.
Right.
But a Ferrari, it's not as simple, you know? I feel like it's more like it takes a better driver.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Huracan's better for straight line speed.
Right.
Like I can go way quicker in my Huracan than my Ferrari, but the Ferrari just feels like you're driving, like you're more connected.
You're more control. Yeah. Like anyone can get in a Huracan and be a good driver.
Exactly.
Right.
The Ferrari
like it
will
makes
take skill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I
That's
feel like
what I'm
that
trying to
probably
say.
makes it more fun. And you guys do a lot of track days, right?
Yeah.
And
Wait, did you come to one?
No, I couldn't make it to the last one. I got to come to the next one, hopefully.
I invited you for sure, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Adam from American Income hit me up, or Vinny, either Adam or Vinny. He's like, "Yo, Neel said come through."
No, but next one, you got to be there.
I got to come.
Yeah.
I got to come for sure.
And bro, on the track, so I have more fun in the Ferrari, but I like my lap time and my skill better in my Huracan.
Gotcha.
So that explains it right there.
Yeah.
You know?
The Ferrari's more enjoyable. The Lambo's more of a fucking race car.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
And built for the track more.
And they both look equally as sexy.
They do.
In my opinion, yeah.
I agree 100%. And then you got the Cullinan too, right?
I have the Cullinan
we
wide
took that
body.
out one night. That was fucking great.
Yeah.
Felt like a king in the backseat.
Like you're driving on a cloud, bro.
On a cloud.
Yeah.
On a cloud. That's what's up. So we spoke about cars. Let's talk about what's on your wrist right now. What do we got?
So this is an RM11, limited to 50 pieces in the world. This is the Asia edition. It's a white ceramic Richard Mille, super lightweight, light 300,000.
300 grand on your wrist. And what's the most expensive watch you guys have right now?
Right now it's the Rockstar Richard. It's 1.6 mil today.
$1.6 million for a watch. Have you had any inquiries on that watch?
We've had a lot of people interested, but it takes a real baller, you know?
Yeah. You got to get like fucking Jeff Bezos to buy it or something.
We need the last one of this watch we sold was to Canelo Alvarez. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so you sold a Rockstar already?
I've sold one last year. I think it was like May 2023.
Damn.
At the time, they were trading for 2.2 million.
Damn.
So it's a good discount if you want one now, you know? He paid $2 million.
So he took a 400K hit on that watch.
Yeah, but it's market, you know? And I always say, like, if you're looking to, like, trade the watch for other watches, like, all the watches came down, so your money's really worth the same. If you're looking for cash, though, you're going to get less cash.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I just thought of something. Like, if a watch is previously owned by Canelo, Mayweather, a Kardashian.
Yeah, he could probably sell it to his network for all his money back.
Yeah, do you think that makes a watch more valuable? Have you ever seen that happen before?
To be quite honest, when I have a watch in stock and I tell people, hey, this was Drake's old watch, they're like, yeah, it's cool. It doesn't really motivate a buyer. A buyer of these watches, like, they're buying the watch because they've wanted it. You know, they know what they want. Very rarely do we have people come in and buy a watch like that just because they see it in my office.
Yeah,
you know?
of course.
They come in knowing what they want, and they probably found us because they saw our price was the best, you know?
Yeah. And do you think, but what if it had their name on the card?
if it had their name
like
on
a celebrity's name.
No, we've had, bro. We've
Really?
had many, and it really doesn't help.
People don't care.
No, they don't care.
Because they're buying the watch.
Yeah,
at the end of the
literally,
day.
like if a watch is 100K, maybe I'll get 101K.
Got you.
It's nothing.
Got you.
Nothing.
So it's not much of a difference.
Not at all.
And let's say someone's out there watching this video right now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a luxury watch yet. What would you recommend in looking for a watch, getting your first luxury watch?
Well, it depends on the budget. If you're like talking 5 to 25K, I'd say look at a Rolex for sure. They're bulletproof. You can wear them every day. You're not gonna have issues really. If you're looking like 25 to 50, I'll say go AP. Nothing beats a Royal Oak as a daily, like in terms of networking, conversation starter.
Really?
I think it even does better than a Nautilus on the wrist because more people know it. The bracelet just catches your eye right away. Presidential is amazing in that budget too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is for me 10 to 25K. Like if you're looking for your entry watch, Rolex.
Yeah.
25 to 50 AP, 50 to 100, more like 150 Patek, and then 100 plus if you want to start at 100 plus because there are those people, especially in Miami, bro.
Yeah, without a doubt.
RM. I mean, nothing beats an RM for gaining presence on your wrist. You know, like most of the clients in Miami, they want a piece that when they walk into the room, it's like attention grabber,
Right.
conversation starter. And nothing beats a Richard Mille for that because you can make the watch look brand new every day. You could change the strap and the crown.
Yeah.
And really, it looks like a new watch every time.
You could change the crown too.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
could
know
change
that.
the color here, the color here. So
And-
like, if I put red here and here, bro, it's a brand new. Like you wouldn't even know. It's
Yeah,
the
you
same
couldn't
watch.
tell.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
And those watches are over 6 figures. I know the watch I have on my wrist right now is waterproof. What happens if you take an RM in the water?
Oh, this is not waterproof.
It's not waterproof.
No. So you could get lucky. Like Steve recently wore in a Richard Mille he bought.
Yeah.
I caught him on video and I was like, bro, why are you doing that? And he's like, the watch is good, bro. Look. And I'm like, yeah, but you're risking, because it's happened to clients before. It's on average $25,000 to fix water damage.
$25,000.
Yeah, it's like water damage in a car, bro. It's
Yeah.
like there's as many working parts, if not more. Plus, it's way smaller, so you have a lot. It's a lot more precise work.
Of course.
Yeah, there's less room to work with. So.
So what would you have to replace in a watch if it gets water damage? I thought
The
whole-
movement, parts of the movement.
parts of the movement.
Yeah,
Could
and
get rusted.
It could be the whole movement.
Yeah.
In which case, which is what mostly happens if water enters the watch.
Yeah.
And in which case, the movement is one of the most expensive parts of the watch.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what you're paying for, right? You're paying for the movement. That's what makes the watch. And I know that like Hublot gets a lot of hate for this, right?
Because they have machine-made movements.
Yeah.
Whereas the watch on your wrist or the watch on my wrist, it's
Right.
handmade movements.
Right.
So it's like a Ferrari versus like a Benz. You know, they call the Benz production like well, unless it's an AMG, which then it's handcrafted by one person.
Right.
But a normal Benz goes through the production line, all machines, whereas Ferrari is more, human touch.
Right. Ferrari, Rolls Royce,
Yeah.
all those big cars. Oh, do you guys stock?
So that's like
Hublots?
Hublot versus AP.
Right. Do you stock Hublots?
Well, we stock a Hublot, yes, but it'll be sold overnight. Like if you guys want to sell me a Hublot, I'll buy it, but I'll try to get rid of it ASAP.
Really?
I'll sell it for cost. I'll just buy it from you to make you happy. I'll give you most of the money I'm gonna be selling it for.
Yeah.
But I have my buyers in the wholesale industry who will buy the Hublot from me.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. And in terms of like up and coming watch brands, are there any that come to mind?
Yeah, for sure. There's FP Journe.
Okay.
They're very popular, but impossible almost to get your hands on unless you call me. Or
Go to TPT.
yeah, but honestly, you could try at FP Journe, but they make 1,000 watches a year.
Damn.
So it's super hard, You have to be a previously existing client.
Yeah.
You have to be a celebrity. You got to be up there to
Right.
get a watch with them. But we actually sold two today.
Sold 2 today.
Two today, yeah. So that's like literally, what is that? That's like 0.5% of their, or 0.2%,
Yeah.
right, of what they make in a year.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, my math's off right now.
Yeah. We'll let them figure it out in the comments.
Yeah, we'll pop up the right
We're
number.
still rolling
but,
on that one. Everything's rolling. Good.
Besides that, I think Jacob & Co. is making a strong comeback. They've always been relevant.
Yeah.
But the discounts are becoming smaller and smaller. Like 6 years ago when I started in the watch industry, it was normal for me to give, like you wanted a Jacob, I'd give you 55, 60% off of MSRP.
Damn.
Today, it's looking more like 10% off of MSRP.
So they're trading at retail.
Getting there, you know, like
Wow.
getting very close to it. Like some watches, like the Bugatti Chiron watch at retail, you know.
Wow.
Like the casino roulette watch, those are going for a very small discount.
Nice.
Jacob's becoming way stronger, which is awesome to see because from day one, bro, he's been making the craziest pieces.
Yeah.
There's a lot of art in the work. He's drawing the watches himself. Like the story's phenomenal. Like he's been a jeweler forever.
Yeah.
I think his client list, like he's someone I look up to for sure in the industry, you know.
Are you friends with him?
Yeah, I'm friends with him. He's been in talks with my dad. We actually carry the brand now.
Nice.
Yeah, we're authorized Jacob dealers in St. Martin.
Holy shit.
So,
in St. Martin. Nice. If you guys want to Jacob and go. What's the store called in St. Martin? Shiva's Jewelry.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever see yourself coming out with your own watch brands? I've seen other guys do it.
I mean, a lot of people have asked me.
Yeah.
And a lot of people push me, like saying, Neel, you should do it. But I think that Timepiece Trading is successful, not because of, well, the brand is awesome now.
Right.
We built the brand. That's cool. But I think Timepiece Trading is successful because I'm selling brands that are already established. There's already an established market value. Like I'm just selling my price basically and my service.
Right.
You know? So I don't know. It'd be a whole different game.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm there yet, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, I think it's smart knowing what you know and knowing what you don't know, right? You guys probably don't know how to make watches
No,
yet.
not at all.
And you don't want to jump into something just to put out a product that has TPT on it, right? You'd rather make a quality product. And hopefully, I mean, that'd be cool as hell to see that in the future.
One day, bro, maybe.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you guys have built a fucking awesomely successful brand, like very recognizable. You know, it's like Apple wouldn't be Apple without its brand. Amazon is a brand. Like all these big companies are brands. How did you establish that brand and really strengthen it?
It's all about branding yourself, you know, like making sure that the logo is everywhere. Yeah. Say you have any business environment, make sure your water bottles have your logo on. You're buying water anyways. You might as well spend 5% extra on the water, stick your logo on there. Make sure the towels in the bathroom are your logo. Like make sure everyone in there is wearing the logo. Make sure the logo is everywhere in there. And then focus on content. Like make sure there's content being created in your workplace. The logo will just appear in content. And like as we had guests come in, the logo was shown. Now people like to wear my logo.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was, for me, it was all about just being proud of what I do and the company I've built. I'm so proud I put it on my hand.
Yeah.
Like just to build a brand, you need strong branding. Like I know it sounds stupid and obvious, but like just put the logo everywhere. Like keep reminding people, keep putting in people's face, and that's it. You build your brand and do good business. I stand on doing good business. It's very important.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Now that you talk about the tattoo on your hand, this is the second episode on the podcast. And both guests have the tattoo on their hand.
Branding, guys.
It's fucking branding. That's
Adam's
incredible.
the man. I love Adam. That's my brother.
Adam is great.
Yeah, great guy.
He's great.
Yeah.
It's crazy how small the Miami community is, right?
It's awesome.
Like there's so many people, but at the same time, it's like everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And that's also another important reason to really keep your name, make sure you do good business. So that way, you know, your business keeps growing and growing and growing.
Nothing beats it.
That's it. And then you also spoke about making content. Obviously, I had no idea about this before you said it, but you started that Instagram page for your dad. Mm-hmm. So early on, you realized that social media is king, right?
Yeah.
How have you added that into TPT, and like how did it start versus where it is now?
Oh, well, it started by me and Sean posting on the page.
Gotcha.
You know, like making taking photos, editing, everything ourselves, which there was really no editing because that's not what we do.
Yeah.
To eventually hiring Tyler. His name was You Don't Shoot. He was our first videographer.
Okay.
We started a YouTube channel.
Nice.
When Tyler joined the team, I had him post an Instagram post daily and a story to 3 stories daily.
Okay.
And I noticed that engaging every day with your audience, like it's obvious, but if you show them watches every day, they're probably going to be more likely to buy a watch than if you show them watches every 10 days.
Right.
Right. So I just made sure to like keep posting. It's like everyone says, you know, like it's actually important to stay consistent with your social media.
Yeah.
So getting someone full time showed me the importance because sales went up, and then now I have a full time team of 3 people: a professional photographer, a professional videographer, and a professional editor.
Wow.
So it's definitely the most important thing I could have done for my business, because for me, without social media, I would have had $0 revenue, you know?
And is that where most of your business is coming from now?
It all came from there. Now it's a lot of word of mouth.
Gotcha.
You know, but all the business came from social media. Yeah. I do have maybe like 5%, 10% of my business is from like my dad's clients who want to buy the hype watches that he doesn't have authorized dealership for.
Gotcha.
But yeah, besides that, it's social media and word of mouth.
Wow. So
All
there's no paid ads.
I mean, we spend like 10,000 on SEO and Facebook and Instagram ads and YouTube ads all combined a month. That's my budget right now, 10,000.
Yeah, but that's nothing compared to your revenue.
Really, it's not a lot. No,
it's not a lot.
No. So we spend 120K annually on that.
Yeah.
And we do in revenue 112 million annually. So
that's nuts.
So yeah.
And you brought all your family onto the team. I've been to your office. You got your brothers there.
It's awesome.
How is that working with family? A lot of people say you shouldn't mix family and business, but you seem to be doing it very successfully.
So like blood family, I got my 2 brothers at the office, and I consider Sean like blood family.
Yeah.
So those are my 3 brothers that work with me. That's awesome. Like I think those people are crazy. I think without my brothers, like Sean is the head of sales.
Gotcha.
Amar, my other brother, he's the head of accounting.
Got it.
Ritik is the head of like managing inventory. So like with those are 3 major things that I was doing on my own before appointing them to these positions. And bro, I wouldn't have been able to do Dummy Vapes. I wouldn't have been able to do Steve Will Quit It. I wouldn't be growing if I didn't have them in place, because I cannot trust anyone with positions that important like I can family, you know? So I think you do hear like to not mix family with business, but to me it depends. Like
if you're doing good business, you know,
I don't know. For me, it's been the best thing in the world.
Right.
And besides the family, like I have 2 or 3 people from my high school.
Wow.
I got my housekeeper's daughter.
Really?
Like for me, the whole team is family at this point.
That's awesome. Yeah. And you're really giving them the opportunity. And for, you know, head of sales, head of accounting, head of inventory, you got to have people that you can trust.
Yeah.
Right.
Big things, especially like when you have 300K. And,
yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
And at any point, someone could walk out with it. Well, I'm sure you have security in place, but nonetheless, they could try to take. I actually like that idea a lot. Putting your family and people in positions of power, right, and positions of trust.
Yeah, I mean,
to help grow it.
I know a lot of my close friends do stuff with their family involved in their business.
And you mentioned some other businesses. What are the other businesses? I know you mentioned them before, but how did those come about, and how have those been?
Well, TPT Foreigns actually started as a wrap shop.
Okay.
I was wrapping cars, doing starlights in cars, but I realized pretty quickly, it took me like 9 months to realize that I had a negative $50,000 credit card bill. And I was actually trying. So my whole thing was I can do, like, the cost on a wrap is quite inexpensive compared to what you get sold a wrap for.
Right.
It's like $1,000 in material, $1,200 in material, and then labor, you know. But if you own the labor on payroll, I was like, okay, so my cost on a wrap is like $1,200. I wasn't thinking of my payroll.
Right.
And I was trying to sell wraps for like $2,500 to $3K, because like competition in Miami, it's usually like $5K.
Yeah.
And it usually takes like 2 weeks.
Right.
I was doing wraps in 2-3 days.
Oh shit.
And I was charging like $2,500 to $3,500.
Wow.
And it was phenomenal because we were super busy.
Yeah.
I was making a lot of content. And then I looked at the bank account one day and I see a negative credit card bill.
Oh shit.
And I see less funds in my account than my credit card bill. And I'm like, you know, this is... Plus, besides that, like, I'm having a deal with... When I sell a watch to you, you call me, Neel, I'm fucking satisfied, bro. All my friends love my watch. But like in the wrap industry, I wasn't at that store. I was busy at TimePieceTrading, and my partners were not doing the quality control perfectly. They were doing great, but they weren't doing it perfectly. And I'd get these calls for a job that I'm losing $500 on, saying like, Neel, you wrap my collar in, and there's a little patch of the wrap that has a bubble, and like I was getting complaints, and it wasn't often. But it was enough to where I was like, I'm losing money. It's ruining my name a little. Like, say you buy a $500K Richard from me.
Right.
And I wrap your collar a little off. and I lose you because I'm trying to just wrap your cone in and do a service at a loss. Like, it was stupid. It wasn't working out for me.
Got you.
So yeah, now we evolved to buying and selling cars.
Nice.
Because I built out the whole location, and I was like, what do I do with this? You know? And honestly, buying and selling cars started because I just wanted to save on taxes buying a car.
Right.
And then I had the dealer license, and I was like, let me just try to flip some cars. Like, let me offer it as a service.
Yeah.
First car was Steve. He's always supporting.
Nice.
And I got to vlog that. He bought a 720S McLaren. That was my first car sale.
Nice.
So it was epic because my first watch sale was like $2,000. It was a Longines. My first car sale was $300K.
Wow.
So that's the power of a brand, right?
Right. Yeah. Right. And the power of your name and clientele.
Just threw the name TPT onto the dealership, and it worked.
Genius.
Yeah. And now we're selling, like, I think last week we did 500K in sales. It's pretty good.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people dream of these numbers, and you guys have built the brand. You have the good name. You have the recognition. It's very smart to be expanding into those areas. Yeah. And then talk about the vapes a little bit, because I feel like there's so many vape companies coming out. It's such a competitive market. How has that been? And how's
super competitive market. Dummy vapes was like this for a while, but now it's more like a flat line.
Yeah.
Which is good. We're selling hundreds of thousands of pieces a month.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know? Steve will quit it. We haven't really pushed super hard into the market yet. We're waiting to finalize the device. Mm-hmm. I want to make some changes. I actually took a way bigger stake than I started with. So I'm revamping the product before really pushing it.
Nice.
That's
good luck with that.
And I did sign another company, another celebrity for a vape.
Nice.
But I won't drop a name yet because it's not really public. But I'll tell you after we get off this. Yeah.
When is that going to be dropped?
I think 60 to 90 days. I want to focus on pushing Steve will quit it first.
Nice.
It's actually a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work. And I've been trying to, like, I don't know if you guys have watched Steve's X videos. I've been traveling a lot for those.
Yeah.
Been in them, like, majority of the videos.
Yeah.
It's been a lot to deal with. So it's very important to have a good team in place because now I'm able to do these things.
How has that been, traveling with Steve, going around the world?
Oh, it's dope, bro. It's always a good time. Steve is one of the best hosts ever, bro.
I can imagine.
Everywhere I go, he's like, Neel, take my Ferrari. Neel, you know.
But you do the same.
I do the same.
And I'll tell you how I know. Because one day I was at Elevation. It was like 6 months ago. And I was parking my car. And then I see Steve will do it outside. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm a big fan of yours. I love your car. He goes, oh, that's not my car. That's Neel's car.
Yeah. So wherever I am, if he has cars, they're mine. And wherever he is, if I have cars, they're his.
That's family.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
I think we have the same arrangement now, too.
Yeah. You can use the Maybach whenever you want.
Bro.
Or the Huracan. Up to you, brother. We're right across the street from each other.
We both got Maybachs and Huracans. So
that's it. Yeah. That's the killer combo.
Dope combo.
So I think we pretty much wrapped it up. I'll think of some rapid fire questions to ask you.
All right.
Favorite watch?
AP Skeleton.
AP Skeleton.
Yeah.
Rose, steel, ceramic.
Honestly, got to be the stainless steel. It's the most wearable. I could wear it in Mexico. I could wear it in UK. Probably not the UK. Don't do that, guys. Dubai. Yeah. Like anywhere I am, it's a great watch.
You feel comfortable wearing that watch?
Yeah. I wear it to the gym. I wear it to sleep. I wear it to the club. I wear it to the nice restaurant, wherever.
You could wear APs at the gym, not have to worry about anything?
I mean, you're going to scratch the shit out of your AP.
Besides scratching it, like, you're good?
You're good, yeah. You don't wear it in the sauna. Don't wear it in the steam room. Because changing from extreme temperature to extreme temperature, like you go from a steam room to AC, could cause humidity in the watch.
Gotcha.
Nothing I can't fix, but you don't want problems with the watch.
Right. Yeah. I heard once that you're not supposed to golf in watches.
Unless you wear a Richard Mille.
Unless you wear a Richard Mille.
So Richard Mille's certain models, not all models, so it's important to look into this. But yeah, you're not supposed to golf with that on.
Right.
If you swing hard enough, you will destroy the movement inside.
Have you seen that happen before?
Yeah, but you don't see anything. Only after we take out like the
inside in the movement.
It's inside, yeah.
But people come in, they're like, "Yo, my watch stopped working."
Yeah.
And you open it
from
up,
tennis and golf,
and it's destroyed.
Yep. The whole movement gets the G-force. The watch can't stand the G-force,
right?
And the movement will basically explode internally.
Holy shit!
Yeah, but Richard Mille's are one of the only brands that can like withstand this. You know?
Yeah.
But you'll notice, like, who is it? Federer has a Rolex sponsorship or something.
Yes.
He'll take the Rolex off right before he grabs his racket. You'll see it.
That's nuts.
Rafael Nadal, he's like, oh, "Fuck you, Federer."
Yeah.
You know, he walks on with the watch.
Yeah.
Richard Mille.
What's another good question? I mean, you already answered this. Your favorite car, you already answered. Best Patek on the market.
Oh, that's a tough question, brother.
It is.
I can't name a best Patek on the market. That's subjective to your
favorite.
buyer. My favorite Patek.
Your favorite.
Right now, for me, I've been looking at the Aquanaut stainless steel a lot. The 5968A with the orange band and the orange accents in the dial. I don't know if you know it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it trades at like double MSRP. Super popular. MSRP is like 69,000. The watch goes for 125, 135,000.
Damn, for a steel watch on a rubber bracelet.
Yeah. So like I wouldn't say it's the best watch to buy.
Yeah.
They did come down a lot. It was 225,000.
Yeah.
But like that's my favorite Patek right now.
That's your favorite Patek right now.
I'm not a huge Patek guy. I'm a Richard Mille AP guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Rolex guy either.
Are Pateks as durable as the other brands, or do you feel they're more delicate?
No, Patek's definitely more delicate. They come in a lot for service from people who wear them a lot. I would say Patek, to me, I see more of the Patek buyers are like shirt and tie kind of guys, like suit and tie kind of guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Whereas AP, it's more like your Miami like t-shirt, shorts, t-shirt, jeans. You know, like a casual. Patek's more formal. AP's more casual to me. Yeah.
What's your most sold watch?
My most sold watch has got to be, dude. It was definitely AP. Now it's becoming like Rolex, I think.
Really?
Yeah, Rolex.
Like Submariner. Not even.
It's a mix, bro. We saw a lot of Day-Date. We saw a lot of Sky Dwellers, a lot of Daytonas, a lot of Submariners.
Nice.
Yeah. Datejusts.
Nice.
Yeah, Rolex, we sell multiple a day. AP, 1 to 2 a day. Richard Mille, I'd say on average 1 a day.
Wow, 1 a day. And are these in-person sales or some of them online?
A lot online. But most of the buyers have already visited us once. Gotcha. So they'll visit us once. They'll fly out for their first watch. Then they'll be home in Ohio or wherever it may be. Yeah. And we'll just ship to them overnight.
And what's the craziest thing you've done to deliver a watch, if any?
I mean, Sean goes all the time to Drake's house in Toronto.
Oh, really?
I've gone to deliver to Steve, really. I try not to go deliver a watch. It's a waste of time. Right. The sale's already done at this point. Yeah. You know, like I try to get it to them shipped, insured. Yeah. So I could continue doing more sales in the meantime. But
how do you go about shipping a watch that's worth $1 million?
Armored carrier. So it's like the driver got machine gun. You got a passenger with machine gun trained. It's a bulletproof vehicle.
Holy shit!
And then it's shipped via PJ. I think they
really
via PJ. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. What does that cost? What's the most expensive shipping?
So like recently, I had to insure it's just so you have an idea. Yeah. Because it's based on piece, based on the value of the piece.
Got you.
But recently, I shipped a $300,000 watch to New York, and it was $1,000 flat.
All right.
It was like 970 something. So.
I thought it would be more.
No. But we have a deal because we do so much business with the company.
Gotcha.
So yeah, the quote also depends on your account.
Yeah.
Your like how many claims you've had, how many shipments you do a year.
Yeah. Things like that.
Yeah. Nice. Like I know for sure if you go in on a one-time thing to ship a $300K watch, it's got to be more. 100%. Yeah. We have a deal.
Yeah. They don't know who the hell you are. You might try to bullshit it. Mm-hmm. That's nuts. Mm-hmm. So I think you answered all the questions. What's next for TPT though?
I do got to open another branch somewhere else in the world. We can't be Miami only.
All right. So office number 2 coming soon.
Office number 2 coming soon, guys. Stay tuned.
You already know the location?
Yes.
Oh shit. That's going to be exciting.
Me and my little family.
I love that,
We're the only people who know.
Love it. Yeah. Love it. Is there anything else you want to say before we end the show?
No, thank you guys for watching. Joey, it's a pleasure being here, brother. Thank you for having me. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This guy is the man.
You're the man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. That was great.